Hello again, my honeys. If you are watching, thank you so much. These videos are so unprofessional. But hey, we have to suck at something, in the beginning at least, if we're ever going to get better at it, right? But I do appreciate you being here with me, and as always, I sincerely hope that you've been deriving benefit from my little recordings. Today's topic is an essential component of a true self-love transformation process, which we've all been on. But it's one that is a tall order, my honeys. It's been said many times that self-love is not all candlelit bubble baths, and that is true. But just how hard the self-love process can be is not nearly emphasized enough, in my opinion. It goes against standard social media practices to tell people that something is difficult or will take a long time and requires commitment, will involve work and energy, and yes, pain. And especially in our short attention span, instant gratification, and consumerist society, it's genuinely not a good marketing strategy either, if likes and followers are the number one goal. That's irrelevant to me though, because I am all about personal empowerment and encouraging your personal empowerment. And that is literally impossible without the truth, because only the truth has the power to set our power free. So I trust that my connections are here with me for the truth. And all of you are only interested in the truth and have the will, the character, and the burning desire for more. Because that is the fuel that we will require for the tough bits, like today's topic. So let's really bring our awareness to the more difficult aspects of self-love. And today, I want to discuss our past experiences a little. We've all had experiences in our lives that we would rather wish we hadn't. We've all gone through hurt, abandonment, neglect, trauma, rejection, profound disappointments, hardships, failures, and struggles. All of us. None of us are immune, no matter how glitzy and glittery it might look on the surface. We can often feel that life is unfair, or has been particularly unfair to us. But the truth is that life is absolutely unfair to everybody in some way. So life is fair, after all, because everyone has their fair share of unfairness. We've all had the precise unwanted experiences and the pain that were perfect for our growth. That's a hard one to accept and swallow, I know. But it is true. We have all had the exact experiences that were perfect for our growth. Everything that you've experienced, no matter how unwanted, was perfect for you to become the highest version of yourself. And my honeys, you absolutely cannot love yourself if you hate the experiences that have shaped you. This is so critical for us to understand. You would not be who you are today in every best and highest, strongest, brightest, and most wonderful way if you had not had every single experience that you have had in order to become this version of yourself. We don't want to believe that. It's a coping mechanism, and it's not a very good one, and is in no way a favor to ourselves, by the way. But it is a coping mechanism to tell ourselves that what happened was wrong. It wasn't supposed to be that way. It shouldn't have occurred. And so we frame our negative, horrible, and painful experiences as wrong inherently. And the truth is, we disempower ourselves thereby. Now, as an aside, from a values and a morality point of view, I am not saying that what happened wasn't ethically wrong. Abandonment, rejection, neglect, trauma, abuse, violations, hurtfulness, these are all experiences of a lack of love. Love that was missing in action and totally lacking, and that is never as it should be. It is a distortion field of twisted energy that has various degrees of damaging results. And it's not okay. However, in spite of that reality, our task in the process of exercising a greater degree of self-love is to recognize that in the grand scheme of things, nothing went wrong. In the grand plan for our lives, we experienced the particular distortions that we did because on some level, we chose to. The aspect of us that is seeking expansion, wounding, healing, growth, needed those experiences in one form or another. And life brought them to us through people who were channels for that distorted energy field. We have to come to a place in our personal awareness that sees that everything that happened had to happen in order for us to be who we are meant to be, for us to find the meaning that we bring to this experience of our lives. I would not be the cheerleader of personal power that I am if I had not had all the experiences of a total lack of power that I have had. Was it morally wrong, for example, for me to have had a dad who 100% abdicated all responsibility for me, and as a newborn abandoned me to a much harder life than I might otherwise have had I had a dad who stepped up to the responsibility of providing for and protecting me? But you see, he wasn't personally empowered to step up to that responsibility. And so absolutely yes, it was 100% wrong, morally and ethically speaking, and from a values point of view. And I do believe in karmic return, because energy flows in a circuit, my honeys. So it's not necessary for us ever to wish for or desire revenge, never mind attempt to exact it ourselves. The energy we send out does return to us, inevitably, always. So no one can emit a distortion field of that nature out into life and not have nasty distortions in their current of return. It taught me so much, though, about the necessity for taking on personal responsibility, of what it means to have a good character, to be a person of value, of my power to protect myself, to own my own rise, and to create my own life for myself and on my own terms. It made me so strong-willed, self-sufficient, and capable, and a bunch of other things that were not so possible, or not so positive, should I say, that also require life to show me where there's needed balance and how not to come from a place of wounding. However, it would be utterly impossible for me to truly love all these aspects of myself, and I do, if I hate the fact that my father abandoned me, if I resent having had that childhood experience, and the subsequent ones, so by the way, that I correlate directly to his absence, if I hate him for not being there, I cannot love who I have become if I hate what made me that way. Self-love, true empowered self-love requires me to have developed the awareness that it was perfect for me, in spite of all the judgments that very validly could be put on it. To really love me, I have to be willing to discard those judgments, because they come from a limited perception that doesn't see the glorious picture and how all the puzzle pieces fit together. So I have to leave it up to the wisdom of life to correct the distortion, and it always does, and to choose forgiveness for the entire experience and everyone who played a part in it. When I can reframe it in the terms of what it came to give me, then I have forgiven it. And I can see its gift. I see what it meant for me. And I truly love the me that has resulted. I know it isn't easy. But this is an invitation to look at your past experiences, especially the really hard and horrible ones, the ones that you've always judged as wrong, and reframe them in the light of the perfecting of you. This is not about blame. It's not about shame. It's about your power to understand your journey. Who did you become because of those experiences? Do you love that version of you? What was the gift to you in that experience? And is that not one of your highest values and your most cherished aspects? Ask for the light of awareness to shine on those topics for you. If your questions have you coming up empty, life wants to show you this in the light of love and truth and freedom, power. I intend for you to have a gorgeous, glittering new frame around your past experiences, especially the worst ones. And may the very worst ones show you their magnificent gift. May you see it so clearly that you'll never see those experiences the same way again. I love myself completely. And I love and appreciate every single experience that has shaped me. And there have been a lot of very hard and hurtful ones. But I am grateful for the pain. I appreciate the struggles. And I'm thankful for every hardship. Because Melissa, just Melissa, is incredible because of them all. May you see your lovely and magnificent self, my honeys, with much, much love.